Mile upon mile of dramatic coastline, rolling fields and acres of woodland. Pembrokeshire's landscape is glorious. But look a little deeper and you'll see the British countryside isn't perfect.
It's beset by issues from tree disease to climate change, from affordable housing to rural jobs. But here, in a quiet corner of Pembrokeshire, there's a group of people who are dealing with all of those.
Western Solar is a small company of passionate individuals doing their bit to make the world a better place. And this is the perfect location to start. Even on a grey day, it's one of the best places in the UK to harvest energy from the sun. So the company built Wales's first solar farm. It not only produces electricity, it also generates funding for their next big project. For that, they've taken advantage of another local resource: trees.
These are larch. Now, across Wales, 6 million are being felled because of larch tree disease. It's a disaster for the landscape, but it also presents an opportunity.
Some of those trees ended up here, at the company's own rural sawmill.
There we go. Just because it's diseased doesn't mean it can't be used. So you've got wood, you've got solar energy, a need for affordable homes and rural jobs, and a bit of investment. So what do you do?
What the company did was build a prototype affordable eco-house. It's called T-Solar, Welsh of course for solar house. The member of the team responsible for the design was architect Gareth Dauncey.
Gareth, hello.
Hello, Helen. How are you? All right?
I'm very good. Nice to
see you.
meet you.
Hiya.
Right, so here it is.
It is T-Solar.
So tell me about T-Solar.
There's two things we're trying to do with the design. One is make the cost of living in it drastically lower than in a conventional house, but also the cost of the build has to come down. So it has to be a very efficient sort of shape.
Basically, T-Solar is a box made from prefabricated wooden panels. It's insulated with recycled newspaper. Solar panels on the roof produce twice as much electricity than is needed, and large windows face the sun for light and warmth.
I've tried desperately to make the house quietly clever. So it shouldn't be any more complicated to live in this house than it should in a standard estate house. Hopefully this will prove something, improve the quality of life for the people who live in them. It's got the potential to take people out of energy poverty, you know, not being able to afford to heat old properties. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with that?
The prototype has been a success. Now the first homes are being built on wasteland in the tiny hamlet of Glanryd. Jens!
Hello.
Hello, I'm ready.
Excellent.
To help.
Excellent. We've got some boards to put back here.
Okay.
Jens Schroeder has lived in Pembrokeshire for more than 20 years. He's made everything from wooden houses to musical instruments, so is the perfect member of the team to be in charge of constructing these revolutionary houses.
That does not sound right. We're doing something wrong.
Very good.
So how's it going?
It's going very well.
There are a lot of elements to this, aren't there? There's, you know, the environmental benefits, the local supply chain, the local workforce. Which bit are you most proud of?
Actually, I'm really proud of the fact that we're actually building a new traditional house right here, right now. Because if you think that the cottages around here, they would have been built from stone and slate when that was a local material, you know? But now that's no longer local material. If there's new roofs going up now, the slate will come from Spain or China or Brazil. This is the new local material. We were trying to get everything right with this project. You know, use the correct materials, build an amazing sort of house, and then make it so it can actually be produced by semi-skilled local people.
The company have organised training to build the houses. 4 apprentices are very much part of the team. 17-year-old Adam Derbyshire is getting stuck in.
So what would you be doing if you weren't doing this apprenticeship?
That's a good question, actually, because apprenticeships at the moment, there's not too many out there. So when this came up, I wanted to snatch it up as quick as possible, really.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, yeah, it's great fun, and to be working alongside such skilled carpenters as well. Because when people hear eco-houses, you expect them to say, oh, there's tyres with stuffed full of wood and then the walls are all bumpy. You know, these are quite modern, so I would love to live in one of these.
This is big thinking on a small scale. It's hoped that these homes will be the first of many across rural Britain, providing affordable housing for local people. The first of these eco-houses will become homes in October.
Well, I'm pretty confident that whoever ends up living in these houses is going to get a good night's sleep, especially when you know you're doing your bit for the environment, you're helping support your local economy, and, let's be honest, their energy bills are going to be absolutely slashed. There is still a bit of work to do, though, so maybe I can help out. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I'll figure it out.